Does it have to, when it's off map, does the other team know that a gank is incoming? Oh boy. Here we go. Now, not satisfied with one potential wild card, Secret now has all three heroes here can be sort of mid wild cards so far for Secret, and we've seen this, right? You could pivot to a Skywrath mid, a Shadow Demon mid one can run the Tiny mid. So very, I mean, interesting draft concept here by Secret. And it also, of course, is another hero that doesn't have to be scared of the Sanity's Eclipse, right? That not only the silence, but the high int growth that Skywrath has to start with, and naturally benefiting from building int items.
Yeah, definitely not. That's definitely an option they could stick in the mid. There is problems that it does bring when you do that, though, which is once you get points in the Arcane Orb, of course, you're going to end up in a scenario where you're giving damage over your opponent and losing it yourself. I think the other big thing to look at here is if you do run this as a Skywrath mid, this is basically falling into that category of heroes that doesn't have the means to farm when they're not fighting, right?
Well, you say that, but okay, so I closed everything because our Discord call was giving us trouble. But if I remember correctly, didn't they change Mystic Flare?
It now affects creeps when heroes aren't in the radius, but that's a huge mana investment, and the damage spread out
and the cooldown investment. But still, right, you actually theoretically can use Mystic Flare to farm, which sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it sounds a bit crazy.
It's not. It's potentially relevant when you're talking about a mid Skywrath. Again, the calculus always has to do with when you have one of these core heroes and he's off map, what can he be doing? Is it always when this guy's off map, we know that the gank is incoming, or can he actually be doing something like farming stacks?
Well, I think the biggest problem, though, is it's 600 total damage, right? Mystic Flare feels great against heroes, but for 300 mana investment, you're not really getting a huge intake of damage.
It's far-fetched. That's far-fetched. Sure.
You're dreaming of maybe if it done double... Okay, maybe if they changed it so it done double damage to creeps.
Double damage to creeps? Yeah, no. We don't want the Mystic Flare to be marksmanship.
Why not? It's a more squishy version of Drow. Not as fast anymore with -5 to its movement speed as well. Well, we're so obsessed on that, we didn't even talk about the ET that appeared before the Doom. This is looking even more like a Luna game.
Yeah, I would tend to agree with that.
I mean, it seems like the perfect pick.
I'm not sure that the Doom changes that at all.
Not really. He'll exist in lane, but not in a good state. Keep in mind, Elder Time with a big staple gun can force you out. And how this plays out in later fights with the natural order that ET has, buffing both up the OD's damage as well as the Lunas with the Eclipse.
Yeah, it's interesting here, right? It definitely felt like Secret got the better of that first draft with the mobility advantage. But you haven't felt that in either Games 2 and Game 3. I mean, Game 2, you had that first phase jug that Secret never really dealt with. They never got something that can stop spin TP. Here, mobility is going to be an issue, even with, assume that Tiny is in the 4 position role and Yapsor gets an early Blink Dagger again. We saw that in the last game that didn't have that same impact. All right, and you say Luna, but Visage in some ways offers you some of the same timings, possibly maybe even earlier in terms of sustaining pressure on the enemy side of the map. And this maybe it... Okay, so you'd expect 33 to take over the Visage here. And the question is whether Visage plays in the side lanes and you leave the OD mid.
You're also going to be...
The answer is yes.
Yeah, I think you have to stick the OD mid.
Oh, yeah, this is sick-ass trialing mode. Okay, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, and I don't think you rush the Helm. I think you go for the Vlads in this type of game because there is a Doom on the other side, so you don't want to be giving over that gold. Especially seeing as Devour doesn't have an insanely high cooldown. Fact, it wouldn't.
Yeah, and you look over on the side of Secret, and they badly need a Nisha special here. I mean, this needs to be a very, very hard carry here, because I look at the 3 options. Any 3 of these heroes theoretically can take over the mid role. You'd probably odds are probably on the Tiny at this point. But boy, oh boy, you're going to need some scaling potential, because this OD will scale very nicely into the late game.
got this feeling it's actually going to be the Shadow Demon. This right, the way this is kind of playing out. The heroes on the board.
I don't know. I sort of agree with you. I didn't get to see that Thompson game, so I didn't see the build and the pace of play. And boy, oh boy, I love how NIP in these last 2 picks have really pivoted in terms of the tempo of this draft. This draft is going to play extremely fast.
It's not just that it plays fast; it's that it plays brutally against no armor heroes. And you look on the side of Secret, no one is agi here. No one has a lot of armor anyway. They're going to melt through them so quickly. Secret needs something to super glue this all together and make sense of it right now. Puppy has to have a plan, but what is it?
Well, I mean, I think at this point you might just default back to the PA. No, PL. Okay. All right.
It's a niche special.
It's okay. Again, we saw late in the major what Nisha can do if he gets that early laning advantage and he gets that super early diffusal up on this hero. He can just absolutely wreck face. But the laning potential on the side of NIP looking so strong with a world beater of a tri-lane and 2 heroes that can easily hold down those solo lanes. And it is going to be a mid Skywrath against the OD. I've not seen this mid matchup in this patch. I'm very curious how this will go.
I'm seeing this matchup very often for a long time, not since long before even the changes, the nerfs that came out, especially around Skywrath's Arcane Bolt being more expensive. I think they increased it by 20 mana, I believe it was. They upped the cost, which meant that this hero
sounds right.
Went from a kind of in a vacuum good role for position 4 role to more or less just extinct overnight.
Man. Again, though, some of the same problems that we've talked about with this mid Skywrath. The cutesy change to Mystic Flare aside, you don't want to be farming camps with that. Some of the same criticism of mid Rubik, you have to be snowballing. You have to be roaming around getting hero kills.
I remember this used to be, in fact, I mean, I used to love run this in pubs around TI4 time, right? Like, that was back when your mid expectation was run at people, kill people, snowball, right? Now, it's more about try and run at people. Maybe you kill them. If you don't, I can farm. Okay, that's fine. That's my backup option. There's a recovery method. And as you just said, this is the type of hero that the moment it lets up off the acceleration, it just loses its relevance very quickly.
Yeah, so, the more I look at this, the more it's can you protect Nisha in the laning phase? He just has to have a good start in this game, or I think Secret's outlook is super grim. And this, I mean, you're talking about a massive upset. Like, they're going to be, if Secret goes on to lose the series, they're going to be Reddit threads about, is Secret shutting it down? Right? Because they are mathematically in to TI right now. It's donezo.
Maybe they just want Peter to join them.
Oh, boy.
With the not fully zero armor strategy, but it does look brutal. When you actually check through the Secret heroes and realize that 3 of them have no armor, and you're up against a Visage in one lane, and a Nature's Prophet in the other. This is gonna hurt.
I'm actually kind of sorry that I had to close everything because I was so worried about Discord. I'd love to have the chat open right now. As I just this Secret lineup feels so hard to play to me. It just feels like you have to do so much to maximize the window in which these heroes are going to be strong against NIP. And I wonder if there's something that I'm missing. So that's part of the fun of these games to me in a new patch is you get to figure all this stuff out.
Well, that's the thing. Originally, I was wondering if they were going to try and bait out and use Zion in the mid lane on the Doom, but that doesn't work out. It's not a good matchup. No. But if you could have found a way to run a Skywrath in a tri lane aggressively, that might have worked because, well, Skywrath has this huge nuke power, but what? Well, that works out.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I baited KP into that discussion. Oh, duh.
I'm too busy thinking Skywrath. What's he gonna do in this game? You don't need to worry about him, apparently.
I'll take the T-Tour's flame for that. That's totally on me.
Oh no, that's my job. That's my fault. What we really do? Let's flame production. All right?
Niche down here and try.
No, fair point here, Nahaz. Why don't we get our own ops? Right?
Zai is in trouble up here.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna go down.
God, this is
minus armor. They did pick up the early Blightstone, and he is just like paper. Oh, wow. And actually, well, this is the other thing. He didn't get a chance to go and devour a valuable creep.
I guess the answer to does Sven need to be up here was, oh, well, yeah, he converted that kill onto Zai. I'm super curious about this bottom lane, though, as you're going to see a lot of aggression.
You might see Ace die.
Cloak is down.
No, he's going to go down. There's the poison. Poppy gets
paper.
It. Yeah, Absol taking a lot of damage in return, but Saxa is being cutted out.
This lane has way too... This is the exception to where, yeah, Visage has to move. There's so many damage instances in this lane.
Yeah, and when you're in the outer lanes,
just disappears
immediately. That's the thing. When you're in the outer lanes, you don't want to have to level the Gravekeeper's cloak. You want to try and find value in the Soul Assumption because you have someone to help you build up damage. And Zai, he's waiting here alone right now.
No, I mean he has level 1 Grave Shield, so he doesn't even have that going for him. He's a 0 armor hero against that lane. That's just not going to happen.
Unless he does abandon it at the moment. Saxa is waiting for a laning partner to arrive for him. They're trying to actually convert a kill before they rotate, but they're not going to find it.
Meanwhile, OD getting the better of this mid matchup, but it is manageable.
You expect this, though. With the ability to Astral to deny CS and how kind of crap usually Skywrath feels for CSing anyway. But he has got his first null.
And this is going to be the adjustment by NIP. They're going to bring 33 down to the bottom lane, and they can do that lane switch completely without cost. And they should be, I think they should be able to sustain 2v3 here just fine.
Well, 33 did get his hands on a wand as well, so he's going to get huge value out of this type of lane.
Yeah, sweet. All right, nice adjustment. But let's not lose sight of the big picture. Okay, the big question coming into this: were you going to be able to secure that kick-ass start for Nisha? And the answer is yes.
He should be able to farm primarily uncontested here because the Shadow Demon plus the Tiny should create a lot of space. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Zai has now actually picked up the Wild Wing Ripper, so he has a crap ton of armor to work with.
Yeah, he's going to get wrapped around here. He's going to have to be a little bit careful.
Well, he's less threatened now because if they're relying on physical damage, he has a lot of armor to work with. They're going anyway. Infernal Blade will be thrown out in PPD. Stun's going to come out. Zai will get his movement speed back and be able to back away from this. He's a creep. He actually might eat the dirt, though. Soul Assumption kills him off.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice body blocks coming out from Peter there. Just utilizing that movement speed buff to Sven. Feeling like a race car now. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, mid one has got the second null, so they're equal on null talismans right now. There is a CS advantage slowly building for Fada at the moment.
Yeah, that's where... Keep an eye on that gap, because I think Secret are comfortable with this trade on the side lanes. Right, Zai getting sacked in exchange for Nisha getting farmed. But if the mid lane CS differential grows at all, that's going to start to be a really big concern.
You need some kill potential as well. So I'm expecting an Ancient Seal level at 5 into Mystic Flare at 6 to try and make the play. And then wait for the Astral.
And it looks like despite the CS advantage, right, that mid one is going to hit that level 6 first. You said that before... DD runes. Sorry, pardon me, audience.
Whoa!
Yapsor,
so worried. Oh, Yapsor. Toss on the spot. That should be enough to bring down. There's the Astral to protect himself. Stun's going down with Stormhammer and Yapsor. Still tanking the tower. Won't be able to tank more. Mid one, diving.
You can actually toss him back.
You're a one armor hero right now trying to do this. And Fada will salve up. They'll look to turn around. There wasn't a toss back, as you said. They thought they had the damage immediately to kill him off.
Yeah, Yapsor got a little bit on the creep wave is just a little bit farther forward than he expected, so he didn't have to toss back. In fact, if he's able to toss back there, he gets the kill easily.
Meanwhile, the line of Saxa, he got greedy. He wanted to find Nisha.
Man, okay.
It's a solo kill
now
for your Found Lancer.
It does need some kind of regen though.
And runes are up. Yapsor will be able to snatch 2 for his team. As Ninjas and Pyjamas get the other 2 eventually.
All right.
Now, with Puppy here...
Puppy's going to take a little bit of XP here. That's fine.
Well, I think if you wait until it's level 3, you can actually make a jump here. Mid one doesn't have level 6.
Yeah, but he knows you're there, though.
That's the thing.
It feels super awkward.
The problem is you haven't gone for a point in Ancient Seal. You look at the build from Skywrath, it's 2 into the concussive shot.
I tell you, though...
Oh, Zai?
How many... Oh, okay.
Zai's going to tell you about a story. A story of a boy who could not live.
That's just, again, you know, that that death tips it a little bit into NIP's favor, but up until that point, about what you'd expect in that lane had kind of happened. Here's Puppey coming in with the attempt. Mid one, not quite level 6.
Barter's taking a lot of damage. He doesn't have the Astral Lever. It's going to be close. The Tango should heal him enough, though.
He's all right. He's all right.
PBD.
He lives there.
Well, PBD break. He did manage to break them off with that TPN. Doesn't find any return kill, of course. There should just be a shrine usage coming out for Fodder now.
Yeah. And that's the downside there of Puppey kind of hanging out in that lane. That if he hadn't sapped a bit of XP, that's mid 1 level 6. What I was going to say before that engagement on Zai happened, how many secret games do you see that Yapzor was actually level 2 at the 6-minute mark? He just hit level 3.
Looking a bit crazy. This is the problem,
that is something
though.
That they prioritize.
Yeah. Right now, he's sharing XP with Nisha, not with Zai. Nisha needs a little bit more. Zai, meanwhile, is up to level 4, but Ace has 5. This Visage is about to hit 6.
And he's going to have great timings on whatever you said. Okay, there we go.
Saxer again. Nisha's just getting these pickoffs constantly. This is getting worrisome.
And yeah, this PL is
1-0
he's gonna have a game, and it's just I can't say enough how crucial that is to Secret in this game. I think if PL doesn't run roughshod in the lanes.
Okay, why do we even look away from this lane? That was the 6 actually.
All right,
we should have been looking back. I'm just getting very confused by these deaths out from Saxa. He knows the threat that is there, but he's playing so aggressive. No, because like the Zai kill you expect, but then when you look bot and you see the amount of time Saxa's dying off, this should not be happening like this.
That's 2 more. Zai has probably given away 2 more kills than he should have. Mid 1 gets us route.
Yep, they're jumping in. Sleep's gonna come out. Mid 1 down the bot lane, trying to make something happen. 33 arrives. The trees do hurt. They're gonna turn around. Silence comes out. Saxa, nice double stun from PBD. Avalanche across. They want to kill, but the war cry should keep him all up. Yapzor getting really low, and the tree's blocking him in. He has no escape plan. He will fall.
What am I talking about? You know, skill flare at 6. Oh God.
He can't. It's too mana intensive.
I'm sorry. Senior moment. All right. No, that obviously you're happy with that down bottom. The Skyreth rotation doesn't come to anything.
PBD taking a little damage here. Can't quite get him. They need to back up. Fodder is here. Astra's going to come out. PBD thinks twice about jumping in, though. His puppy is nearby.
Jesus. Meanwhile, Ace on the top lane, just whatever.
Knocking on your buildings.
1 tower down. Tier 2 push incoming. Probably not going to be that aggressive about it because there's still camps up.
Look at Zion Bill as well. He's going for the Helmet Dominator. He doesn't... Yeah, and you can't blame him. In the state of game that you're in, with Zai being so far behind, you're not worried about him devouring the old creep.
I just still think... I don't know. I die a little bit inside every time Visage builds something other than HOD first item. And I know the arguments, you know, Midases, Dooms, whatever. But... You know, you just watch like gods play that hero in pubs and watch what he's able to do with that HOD.
Sorry, I don't.
God's actually super sick Visage.
I don't support Visage spammers. All right, I have to put up with Liz already. I don't want to add another one to the list.
I actually think like Visage. I don't know. I'm weird, right? I actually think Visage is a super fun hero to watch. He's like Naga Siren, except he actually does shit.
Do you like tune into Chen streams or something? You're gonna say you're a Sniff
fanboy?
I
like watching people that can micro. I do because my own micro is like I figured out how to micro Forge Spirit. Like that's the extent of it. You know, there is a lot of control clicking. Let's put it that way.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the one that's taken it to the next level is Lizard so far. He likes to play 2 heroes at once.
I believe he can. He's a smart dude.
Does it well. I mean, he used to be a Warcraft pro.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. The guys that come over from Warcraft and StarCraft is like, haha. All right, action down bottom is 33 is in a little bit of trouble here. The TP out.
Oh, no, he just about makes it. Barely. The final bolt was coming in, but it couldn't connect quick enough.
All right. I'm liking this game.
Oh, I guess you're an NIP fanboy then, because it's looking sweet for them right now.
No, it is, but I think Nisha has what he needs to do some things on PL2.
Oh, they're going to dive here. They see the opportunity in mid 1. Oh. They sprout him in. He's locked in place to stomp as well. He's going to fall. And they can easily just run down this mid tower as the whole entirety of NIP converge on the mid lane.
God, that's a huge play.
They got Vlads as well. They can go straight Roche after this.
Yeah, they can go straight Roche. That mid tower, it just destroys any map connection that Secret's going to have. That limits their ability to respond to pressure on these side lanes.
And all this just to buy time for Nisha as well. Still got a long way to go before he has that defusal.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that early laning advantage in the CS. He's top CS on the board, but you click over to net worth, and he doesn't have that kind of gap.
Too many kills happening, too much leaking so far. They've lost 2 towers as well. They need to find towers.
This is not going to be the 13-minute defusal that we saw against VP.
This is the thing, Secret, they need to find some sort of tower push, but who does it on their team? No one is designed to hit towers well at this stage.
No, but again, that's why we said during the draft that they just kind of are, they have all their chips in the center behind this PL. If he does not come online, their lineup just doesn't do anything against what NIP is going to be able to bring.
What else is coming up in the next 2 minutes? Because that's what you got to look at, is any sort of boost they can get to their kill potential. And right now, there's nothing. No. Zai is going for a Vanguard. Mid one, he's going for more nulls.
Crimson is super value in this game.
But at the same time, your mid is not able to do anything. Look at it. It's another null talisman. That's all he's doing right now.
Man, I really wanted to see this work too, but it's super rough. And NIP are just playing this extraordinarily well.
Yeah. Almost faultless up to this point.
Smoke play here is Fada and Peter are going to try to make something happen here. If they get this kill onto Nisha, oh god.
Oh, they sprout to stop his escape plan now. Moving forward, Nisha will go up to the high ground, the doppelganger, turn around, look at the Yapster instead. Dani has no way out of this. He will fall.
Yeah. They'll take it on to Yapster, and that is super significant in and of itself because, again, until he gets his Blink Dagger, they have no real way to get in. And they can just pressure Nisha straight out of his jungle up here.
They've invaded the area. They'll set up for a push on the bot lane as Saxer is pushing the creep wave in. Now, a response arriving. PPD going to be left behind as the sacrificial lamb just a little bit too close to escape. Silenced up so he can't use the war cry.
Yeah. It feels like you need more than that, though.
I'm sure you're going to get it. And it's a little bit worrisome when you look across the 33. You compare the offlaners right now. I mean, Zai, complete boots.
Has Ace left this top lane?
He occasionally. Remember, he came mid once.
By the way, I want to draw attention. Ace is gonna rush pipe behind his HOD, and he's gonna have it super early, and it's gonna just destroy mid one's ability to do anything.
Yeah, for the record, Ace did go mid once. Then he came back to top.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile,
I want to see that heat map, man. I miss my layer.
You know, I feel like heat map should be obligatory.
I absolutely agree. I mean, Zai going to get initiated on again. He's so behind in farm in this game. Yapster's there to deter it, but they're just not letting Secret have the space.
Maybe I'm just being a little bit too harsh demanding heat maps. I don't know. Like, I do come from an FPS background, and every game always had them, and it feels like something that applies well to Dota anyway, as long as you can select heroes.
It's actually the worst thing in the world to be at you're at LAN and you have layers, which it's all these tools to play with at your fingertips, and then you come back and you try to watch Dota games without it, and it just sucks. You're like, where's my smoke indicator? You miss smokes because you're like expecting there to be smoke icons under all these heroes.
So the real question actually is, how much is JJ paying you to advertise Layup on the stream?
I give him a bunch of free advertising because I love his product.
I see how it is.
I feel like I'm talking about Draskell now with his meth, but no.
So you're trying to push him towards sponsoring you. Yeah, it's smart. I see where you're going with this.
Okay, all right. Hashtag sellout, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. So let me just go ahead and sip on this kind of mango loco monster. I'm not looking for a sponsor.
No, dude. Hashtag Lareth at TI is what I want. Anyway.
That's a
all right. So we are going to get that. We are going to get that defusal. I mean, you're kind of hemorrhaging map control here. But it looks like Nisha might have that online for the next fight.
But what are they going to have by that point on NIP is the real question. I mean, you said about that pipe, now complete for Ace. Then we look across.
Oh my god.
Look at 33. He's so close to the Crimson Guard as well.
Christ. He has his pipe. They're going to have pipe Crimson before Skyrath even has his Kaya. And, I mean, PL's defusal with that Crimson already up. The Kaya on Skyrath with the pipe already up, this just does nothing. And Secret, I mean, NIP are just going to walk in there. They hope Secret engages into him. They want a team fight at this point.
And they're poking and prodding with all these poison stacks, but it doesn't really matter so far. If anything, you're just helping them drop Roche at the moment.
Yeah, I love the way NIP are playing
Wait,
this game.
can Puppy time this right? He's not in range. If he actually timed that poison, he might have been able to snatch the kill.
No.
A little bit reluctant. He got zoned out and they're actually moving forward. Looking for Nisha now. They will go hunting. He's got Doppelganger off cooldown, so he should be fine, but Puppy might not be. He used the disruption, but PPD's already on the hunt. Sees everything. Gold Strength activates. Stun comes out. No escape for him. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Ace is going to keep pushing. They want to try and make a rotation onto him right now. But slow him up. They move in. Ace. He can't move away from this quick enough. He has got the Aegis.
He's got
Stands his ground with the pipe. Turns around, forces mid one away. Avalanche comes from Yapsel, but he does get sprouted up. They should be able to bring him down, but no. The birds, they keep the Master alive. The Astro as well, the follow-up. And now the Earth Splitter through with a 3-man stop. Gonna drag them in. There's the Static Clips down. See you later. Push on the mid. Incoming from NIP as they kill 4 and force the 5th back to his fountain.
Oh my goodness, the sustain. And look at that. Ace is just comfortably back to 50% health and rising. This is a problem. I can't think of a way for Secret to answer this.
This is typical Visage at work right now. They approach the high ground 17 minutes in.
This won't take long. Visage Prophet, right?
Oh, yes. Need to get him out somehow, but how do you achieve exactly that? Tower already down. Yap's still going to slow things down with the Avalanche, but they don't care. They go straight for the melee racks. Phantom Lancer has respawned. Maybe you can force him off the high ground now. Ace just stands there, though. He doesn't even care about any of this. He's purged up. They toss him mid one. That's an interesting move. Now they're going to try and turn around. Avalanche slows things down, but the Warcry moving them forward. These birds moving at the speed of light will turn around and hit more villains. They're just trying to get them out, but they've already lost the racks. Zai has to back up here. They'll get the entire lane and move away. Avalanche slows down the birds, but still can't even kill one off.
Yikes. I mean, if you're Secret, I guess you just have to give that away and hope for a mistake. Manta PL is not going to do it. Skyreth Ags is nowhere in sight. Blink on Tiny's got to be the thing.
Yep.
Need a huge blink in toss back.
He's going to need at least another 2 minutes to get his hands on it. And to be honest, he can't even come out and aggressively farm because NIP, they're not finished. They've got a long time left on this Aegis. They're going to go high ground again.
And how many towers are down on the NIP side of the map?
None at all.
Yeah.
Movement in. Avalanche slows it down. Maybe they can kill one of the birds off this time, but no. Still alive. Healing up pretty well as well. The stun comes out to Zai, the Sprout as well. He'll be able to cut his way out the trees. Trying to move forward, looking for the Doom opportunity, but down to half HP already. Just going to throw it out. Has to be now. He just eats the creep and will give his life.
Man.
Nope. Disruption to protect his life. In fact, the Stomp comes out before it actually ends. We know the Sprout's there again. Zai trying to move away. It's going to be close. Earthsplitter through zones him out. Will kill him off. Stuns up Puppy in the meantime. The turnaround. Nisha is in. He's trying to fight against his Sparta. Is out of mana. The pipe is keeping him alive though. Yapsel, Avalanche to try and zone them out once more, but these birds are unstoppable. Nisha moving in again, trying to clear up these birds, but the Sprouts just zone him out every time. Moving in, Warcry's going to be there. They get the tower, and now Avalanche toss just to run away. Yapsel doesn't want to fight. He just wants to live. They can't stop it. These stomps, these plays, time attack, this pipe especially.
Yeah, the Pipe Crimson combo is just, there's nothing you can do.
Zai going in. He's got the Doom to work with. Doesn't throw it out just yet. The Avalanche did lock them in place, but now finally throws it out. But there's going to be a Warcry to protect on the Sax. He doesn't want the Earth Splitter to come out. Problem is, they're turning around. Skywrath already down. Mid one is going to die. PPD falls in response, but there's the Sandsclips. Nisha out of mana. He might be out alive. The buybacks are being committed on both sides. They're going to get another one as they do finally drop the ET. Nisha's still living in the meantime. Zai going to be chased away, and while that's happening, Yapsel will fall to 33. Zai on the high ground, being chased by the birds. He knows what's coming. Even with the Vanguard, he can't stay alive. Triple kill for Ace, and they still have not addressed this Aegis issue. Meanwhile, on the back line, Nisha is being hunted. Saxa did not buy back for nothing. PBD is weighing out God Strength. He doesn't throw out the stun just yet. Now he can throw it out on Nisha. Going to stun him up on the spot, and they should be able to kill him off. The Warcry chasing forward. The final hit comes out, and Saxa gets the kill.
Nice patience by Peter there. Holding that Stormhammer so that it can't be disjointed.
And look at this. They force the buyback and instantly back away. The economical damage to Secret is all that mattered here. You don't have to get more buildings at this point.
Exactly. I think that really is a perfect comment, because it should tell you something. You know, we saw what, 7 heroes buy back there, and then all of a sudden the PL buys back, and it doesn't. Oh, that's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. They understand Secret's win condition.
Well, Assumption hitting 2 targets. It's going to be pretty spooky in the next fight from Ace. Actually, very close to having the AC as well. Just 200 gold off if he wants to buy out. Taxa. He uses a stomp to zone out. Nisha had the doppelganger away due to PPD being in range. And the speed from these war cries.
Oh, the speed and the health too. I mean, you've seen the combo Warcry, Crimson, and Pipe in these fights. The sustain. Secret is smoked up here. They're going to try and intercept. But no. The rest of NIP will take the far path around to the high ground.
And they are all converging as well. Ace breaks the high ground with his birds. They pop the smoke, and now Sun's coming out on his Sven, trying to get rid of him first with the Mystic Flare down. PBD protected by the Astral, though. They try and push him up. Nisha moves in, but the sleep does come out. Earth Splitter through, has to move away from his side. In a little bit of trouble. PBD stays alive on 20 HP, refuses to go down. Meanwhile, Nisha almost there, will TP to safety, but it won't be the same way for the rest of his team, because Zai, he's being chased down and killed off. Ace gets the kill, they'll get the tower, and back to the base they can go. For more lanes to take.
It's Sven, not ordinarily the hero that you want to initiate on. I actually thought it was perfectly justified there, as Secret clearly unable to chew through all this EHP in fights, but Peter survives just long enough to get the Warcry out, and then NIP can turn with absolutely no concerns.
Now they're back at the base. They're ready to take more here as they push in. With the Assault Cuirass now available to Ace, they attack so damn fast. Trying to clear the waves and slow us down as much as possible, but it's just not working. Warcry comes out onto the birds again to protect them. Time to start hitting more buildings, they say. 33 just standing there poking and prodding at the range racks, and no one is contesting him at all. Moving forward, Sprout comes out. Poppy getting low. Mid one almost dead as well. Disruption defensively to protect himself, but now the Mystic Flare. Fluff doesn't hit on anyone here. 33 is going to be fine. But Poppy most definitely will not, as Yapsor joins him in the grave. That's GG. Looks like it's going to be 2-1 for NIP as Secret have to bow out of this game. And they just got visaged.
Yeah, and you can say what you want about, hey, Secret are already mathematically guaranteed of their slot at TI. They may not be playing as hard, but you got to love the urgency that NIP showed in this series. They had a draft advantage in games 2 and game 3, but you still have to execute it. And they played the individual fights well, but they also showed a great understanding of what Secret needed to do with their lineups, and taking that timely fight in game 2 and really focusing so much attention on shutting down the PL in game 3. I think NIP just played the better series strategically.
Absolutely. As a result, they are looking pretty hot in that upper bracket. I'm just going to consult what we should have coming up next. It looks like it should be Kaban versus Vega Squadron. Of course, Vega played earlier against NIP and lost, and Kaban were playing against Secret. They lost to Secret 2-0. Kaban, of course, for those that don't know, that is the Cinderance plus Team Spirit stack. So you've got, what was it?
And that's a big series for Vega, man. I'm telling you, we talk about this NIP team as a team that came into the season with big expectations. Obviously had a good first major with Mind Control standing in, missed out on Chongqing, and now feels a lot of pressure to perform and get to the Stockholm major. Well, Vega Squadron, I mean, they're sitting on 0, right? They have been shut out of DPC, and this is a team that I think badly needs to perform in these qualifiers.
And it should be highlighted, right? Everyone's going to look and gone Secret definitely favorites, and for good reason. But people seem to be kind of discarding the strengths of NIP, right? The last patch, you know, they looked like they were good at the start of it, but they didn't necessarily adjust to the way the meta was developing by early January, or even before that. Then you fast forward to this, and the change in pace in game, it seems to favor their playstyle a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree. If you, again, it's the same reasons that we thought that Ace's hero pool was going to be very well suited to Secret at the beginning of last season. You know, he likes these change of pace heroes, these aggressive Visages, Timbersaws, what have you. You know, Lone Druids back then, where you could create a lot more split push pressure with the hero. I think that he's very well suited to this meta, and I like the adjustments by NIP, you know, showing off the offlane Chaos Knight, something that not many other teams have even experimented with in the last game. Secret, I just continue to believe a theme of this DPC season. We are 40% through the season already, and a big theme is going to be which teams are going to put their foot on the gas and which teams are going to kind of start to shut it down. I think, you don't really know anything about Secret based on this series because NIP, as you said, is a good team. But they're going to be some shenanigans.
We will get onto those shenanigans soon. We're going to do a short break before we switch over to the Caban versus Vega Squadron series, and I think it should be an interesting one. Vega have proven themselves formidable, but do not underestimate Caban. Remember, this is 3/5 of the Team Spirit team, and good old Sin, you don't know what he's going to pull out of the bag, but you do know where you're going to watch the action. Back here very shortly. Hang around.